Hello guys, welcome back to another Boom Arena video. In today's video I'm gonna be playing Splemetry with the more expensive variation. We are gonna to be playing Bomber instead of Footman Barrel for just more control and less aggressive game style, and Steel Hammer for Swordsman, which will help us against some decks with Swarms. And yeah, Swarms are meta pretty much right now, that's why I'm throwing Steel Hammer and Bomb Tower to just get more of splash. You can obviously play whatever building you like. There are variations of Splemetry with Skeleton Hut and with a Phone Hut as well. I believe I've seen the Footman Hut as well, but it's rare. And obviously Swordman is better tank because it just provides more health for its cost. But without further ado, those are the cards I'm going for, and yeah, just hop to the games. We're 5 games off from 2700, so let's go. We're in the first game against 6-star opponent, and he's gonna open it very aggressively with machine guns, so he was hoping to get some damage with that opening, and yeah, it was very aggressive. Sorry, I forgot to put a do not disturb mode. I'm gonna get rid of these messages later on, but for now we have a game to win, and we're gonna be up against a machine gun, so we're gonna see how will it look. I'm gonna actually play a cannon wheel here. Well, stop texting me mid-recording. Well, that's suboptimal to say the least, but we're gonna deal with that anyway. Dragon will try to sneak some hits, but it will be blocked by Swordman. I believe he won't play another machine gun at the bridge. If he were to do so, he would be kinda insane. We're gonna just wait for double mana, because in single mana single mana is the only time where he can pretty much outplay us, so let's just wait for double mana and see what he has in store for us. I believe we had a mana advantage, yes, of course, but it doesn't really matter. All we want to do is to survive to double mana, and that's the time where we will be able to construct a massive pushes with like tanks on both lanes and so on and so forth. I wonder if he's gonna go for the opposite lane machine gun, or will he go with the Swordman? We're gonna see. Either way, we have a cannon wheel if we were to need that anytime soon. Very unfortunate, this Swordman didn't get targeted by towers, so it's gonna suck a bit, but none of that matters. We are gonna go with the Splemetry, and actually Dragon will be tanked by the Symmetry, which is, well, unusual way of playing Symmetry, but it worked this time. We're gonna get some hits, and we're already in a damage lead. Our opponent wasn't able to do anything in single mana, and that's why we are getting an upper hand in double mana, because that's the time where we shine. So I'm gonna just cycle some cards in the back as well. Just wait a bit. Will he cycle Flying Bomb? I think actually cycling Flying Bomb for him would be a correct call here, so I don't know why isn't he doing it. Now he's doing it, but it's just a little too late. We're gonna get a massive attack right here. He's gonna pretty well hold it, so huge props for him for doing so. I'm gonna predict the machine gun, and here we go. Machine gun will go down with these scary support troops, and now we are gonna just try to not get obliterated by the machine gun spam of his. We're gonna play another cannon wheel. I expect a Flying Bomb right now, and yeah, it doesn't come. interesting why. I'm gonna just play Symmetry on the weaker side, play a poison, maybe get something done, and yeah, that's gonna be it. This matchup is very hard if your opponent knows your deck and stays aggressive in single mana, but he didn't manage to achieve a lot much in single mana, so we were able to take him in double mana time, where Symmetry is obviously better. Let's go to the next game. Alright, second game against Tommy BT. I would love to know what this acronym means, but we know for sure that our opponent is named Tommy, so hello Tommy, you have 8 medals and it would be a real shame if we were to take you down in this game number 2 in road to 2700. This trade obviously was good for him, but with Splemetry you pretty much cannot do plays in single mana. Everything costs just so much, and if your opponent splits his troops well enough, you won't be able to do anything. So I'm gonna just activate some Viking Tower. That's a very well-known interaction. And yeah, if you wonder if there's any micro potential to improve in this game, it is obviously the Cyclone. It's not as easy as it looks, because I see many people on ladder mess it up very frequently. So that's the thing that you have to keep in mind if you want to play competitively. You just have to keep that interactions in mind. Okay, so he's gonna be playing a very well defense against this Symmetry. Unfortunately, Cannon was tanking for the Symmetry and he was having like no health at all, so that's not gonna be perfect. This time I'm gonna play Bomb Tower. Remember to always switch defenses. Also, if I'm playing Poison, if I'm playing Cyclone, I'm gonna take one hit every time, so I'm gonna use that Cyclone only to stall things and maybe defend Super Ape when I have Bomber on board as well. But yeah, Super Ape has very good time against Cyclone in this game, so I'm gonna just save Cyclone for emergency and primarily try to defend with Bomb Tower. I'm gonna now play a Symmetry and get a powerful attack. Right now I don't think he can stop that. I think Bomber is enough to mitigate that, and we won't be taking tower in this push, but it's already looking fine. And okay, Bomber just did a splashy thing and I think it's just over. He cannot come back to this, because once he plays Super Ape I can just Cyclone, and right now I don't care about efficiency because yeah, he's just dead. And I'm gonna just play one more Symmetry for good measures, get some damage, and GG. Game number 2 concluded pretty well. From the theoretical standpoint, I think Super Ape has a matchup here, but he didn't prove that. All you have to do is have a crap ton of value out of Gunner, and he was doing that well, but his Super Apes were just off every time. So that's the way to improve your gameplay, Tommy BT, and we're gonna jump to the third opponent. Third game will be against Taro WTX, if I read that correctly, and he's gonna open with Super Ape as well, so I'm gonna go for the activation as well. And here you see I actually messed that up, so it's not as easy as you think it is. I'm gonna have to actually practice some in my free time, because, well, against better players that cannot be happening. I'm gonna play some Dragon right here, just to neutralize his push. I would hope that my Dragon wins, but I see it's not the case, so he's gonna get some early damage, but I'm gonna have a comfortable mana lead, and With that, I'm gonna try to do some things. Okay, so now instructive moment, I'm gonna use the symmetry to tank for my cannon. Actually, my cannon ended up tanking for symmetry, so that was unfortunate, but usually if your support is low on health, you can use the symmetry to tank for the troops, and this way you will be actually able to score more damage in comparison if you were to do the opposite way. So right now I'm gonna just go full send because he spent so much mana to do very little things, and this cannon we will connect to the tower. So we have already gained our damage back. I don't think we are behind with mana, and I'm gonna play just last second bomb tower so he don't try to predict us with spells, and if he does, he just will be off. Many people, like if they are going for the spells prediction, want to play them as early as possible, and it's usually a good rule of thumb to just go for a early prediction, because, well, if your prediction was right but late, it won't get in an effect. And here he comes and plays double bomb, which is, well, I would say even insane. I'm gonna go all in because he just went for a double flying bomb and he kinda cannot get away with that. I'm gonna get a bomber shot and that's gonna be tower down, so at least that's that. I'm gonna obviously go for a dragon, and a bomb tower that hides right here is gonna go for a double bomb again, but it's not gonna be enough. He needed one more round, and there we go, we are gonna win this one. Even after a horrendous blunder at the start, the game wasn't too hard to conclude. He just didn't have good responses to symmetry, so GG. Let's hop to the next game. Our fourth game will be against Kabe, if I'm reading that correctly. I believe H is silent, but if it's not, it's Kabe. And so far our screen isn't loading. I didn't anticipated that, but we are gonna wait for a bit. Oh, there we go, we have a cards, and now we can say good luck, which in Boom Arena is nice play. This time I'm gonna play Bomber at the bridge to force out the response very quickly. And he proceeds to ignore me, which is, well, just not well mannered, whatever. I'm gonna play Steel Hammer and create my own threat. What you gonna do about that? I'm gonna leak a bit just to have the response always at the ready, and now I'm gonna play Symmetry because there's no better time to just attack a zero metal player that probably has given up. I'm gonna just play Cannon Wheel. I believe it's just a win. Like, that was a boring game, but sometimes people just queue and leave, which is unfortunate because it costs them medals, but whatever. We're gonna take the win and move to the last game, hopefully, of this video. See you soon. Alright, after a quick break, we are up against Gobart with 0 medals, and he's gonna open with Steel Hammer. So if I were to throw a prediction what deck is he running, it's gonna be a default deck, and I would be already off because he's running a Steel Bait. It looks like friend Gobart will be running a Steel Bait and with some devils. I mean, Skeleton Horde is pretty expected, but seeing devils is, to say the least, interesting. And this helicopter will get some value against Symmetry, but not before it takes the tower. Like 28 HP, I consider this tower to be taken down already. And right now I can show you another trick, like you can activate a Viking tower with a balloon, and I believe I could have done it without a hit, but I just didn't want to risk it, and yeah, he just missed a missile. Well, that's unfortunate. He's just 6 mana down, he has no damage for that, and well, I kinda would love to say that's what you get for playing strange decks, but sometimes these decks work out and then I look stupid. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, I believe. This guy has absolutely no chance of coming back into this game. I'm gonna just play the cemetery for good measures, and yeah. Let me know if you like this content I'm posting recently, if you want me to change something up. Do you want to see more commentary or more edited videos, shorter, longer ones, or maybe just some full walkthrough through deck? Because during 5 games plus, I cannot pretty much explain the deck 100% how to play it. Anyway, thanks for enjoying this video. Make sure to subscribe to not miss my future content, and yeah, 2700 is gonna put me still in number 2 spot, but whatever, I'm gonna get there soon to the number 1, and yeah, see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.